This video brought to you in part by these fantastic sponsors.
Hey guys, what is up and welcome to the channel. I'm the Shotgun Shogun and I've been playing a lot of Astral Chronicles lately, and it's interesting because we are getting our first collab unit. It's going to be a Law of Creation collab. We're getting Pandora's box, and out of this we are going to be getting Pandora Z. You're also going to have a raid up on the Ice Princess Yuki Nozomi. For the most part though, Pandora Z is going to be your primary goal here. You do have a pity banner, pity rate up on this, so if you do roll 101 times, you are guaranteed to get this. Now, much like the previous event side story type deal, you are also going to be able to get pieces of her out of the side story as well, and we will go over that. But first, let's take a look at what we are going to be getting now. Also, additionally, if you take a look here, you also get a free summon per day, so you do have that available as well. So definitely make sure that you're logging in and getting your rolls in every single day. So taking a look at Pandora Z SSR, she is going to be a ranger. She is going to have the talent firepower support. When using an active skill to support team, increase their damage and accuracy by 10%, lasting for 6 turns, which is pretty solid if you stack enough cooldown reduction on her. Should be able to get something that has this uptime very readily available. Now, taking a look at her base, this is going to be Dissolving Ray. Summons a floating cannon to bombard the target area 4 times, dealing light damage. So she is going to be a primary light attacker. Now, she also does have a few other skills that we'll get into as well. Omni Blast is her ultimate 40-second cooldown. Merges weapons into a colossal death ray projector, dealing light damage to the enemies in front 4 times. Now, Limitless, this is going to be a 20-second cooldown, continuously shoots multiple arrows forward, each arrow dealing a certain amount of dark damage. Now, here is the secondary skill. This is going to be your dark damage item. So, we also have Freezing Arrow, which is 13 seconds. So, shooting a Freezing Arrow deals a large amount of water damage to targets, hits and freezing them, lasting for 2.5 seconds. You also have Lightning Bolt, which is a 14-second cooldown. Shoots a Lightning Bolt, dealing a large amount of thunder damage to a single target and shackling them, lasts for 3 seconds. Now, the nice thing is that she does have very good elemental coverage. You've got light, you've got dark, you've got water, and you've got lightning. So, well, thunder. So you do get a little bit of everything in her. You also have two different CC abilities here. So she is going to be a heavy damage dealer slash CC slash debuffer type deal here. Now, taking a look at her passives, headshot increases crit damage by 40%. Flat 40% crit damage increase is really huge. You also have piercing. This is going to increase damage against slowed targets by 12%. So putting her in a group with other debuffers that are slowing, shackling, freezing is going to be really beneficial. The next one is going to be raid logistics. When the ultimate skill deals damage, there's an 80% chance to decrease the enemy's recovery by 20% for 5 seconds up to 4 stacks. Now, you might be like, man, I'm not going to be able to fire off 4 ultimates in 5 seconds. Well, it probably takes into account the 4 attacks that you're doing. So you have an 80% chance on each one of those attacks to increase, to reduce the amount of enemy recovery that you have. So this is actually really nice against a lot of the Hell Raid bosses in Scarlet Arena, because a lot of them do have auto heal. So having this and then running like a sorcerer with the book that reduces healing as well is going to really help you push some of these much harder pieces of content. Perishing Ray, each time an attack deals a critical strike, the enemy will be penetrated additionally and their defense will be reduced by 20% for 5 seconds. So having a massive amount of crit chance on her is going to be really, really beneficial to you, knocking that defense down, as well as you've already got Headshot, which increases your critical hit damage by 40%. So you're going to have a really good mix of damage as well as some CC ability here. She is going to be really good. Now, taking a look at what you can get out of her bond. Now, just right out of the gate, you're going to get Lightning Bolt. You probably already have Lightning Bolt from somebody else, but you're gonna get Lightning Bolt. You get Dissolving Ray next, so if you get her to the very basic, you're gonna get Dissolving Ray. Next, you're gonna get Piercing, which is pretty nice, and then the last one is gonna be Perishing Ray, and this is additionally going to be pretty solid. Now, one thing that I would be kind of curious with is if you ran Pandora Z and you ran this, does that give you 40% decrease? Do these stack? If they do, that could be pretty broken if you ran your main character as an archer with this passive and then you ran Pandora Z with this passive and that they stacked. So I'm definitely going to be bond leveling her up as soon as I get her, just to make sure and test this out and see how it works, mostly also because she's pretty solid waifu material right here. Let's not joke, let's not fool around. So taking a look at the rest of the event, so she's going to be really, really strong, and I would honestly say because she's a collab hero and she's not going to be back in the normal pool, that you should 100% use your gems, use your token, your cosmic tickets, and just summon the crap out of this girl. Now, you can already take a look on the map at the store for the event. So if you go down here to timed events, you're going to have 11 days. So I was looking at the store earlier. Give me 1 second here. Shop. Not what I needed. Exchange. So you can look at the time store right here. Now, much like the previous event, you are going to get basically 1 free hourglass per day. Now, you can get 10 copies, 10 of these pieces for Pandora Z. Now, I know that you were able to get the Haname pieces out of the event, so it'll be interesting to see if we get enough pieces overall to get a Pandora Z, because I don't know, 10 pieces just isn't really enough. I don't know what else they're going to be bringing in on this, so that'll be interesting. Red hourglass is like normal. Heart of Weapon, which doesn't really do much other than just allow you to flex on people typically. So you do have your cosmic tickets if you want to buy those. You have your mastery items, which I would personally forego in favor of either getting more hourglasses or getting set pieces if you're not getting them to drop. Now, typically out of the previous event, you were able to get all of these set items to drop out of there pretty regularly, so you should be swimming in these. But let's take a look at what they do anyways. So you're going to have a hat. The effect 1 is just having this on here. You're going to get crit chance of normal attacks increased by 15%, which is just really, really huge. This is going to be your 2 set, your effect 1, just a flat 15% crit, which yeah, that's really big. For 3, you're going to have effect 2. This is your freezing arrow, has a chance to decrease water resistance. It doesn't say how much, but whatever. Lightning Bolt also has a chance to decrease thunder resistance. So not only are you doing the damage, you're CCing them, and you are having this chance to reduce their overall resistance dealing even more damage, and that's going to be for 5 seconds. So the final one, effect 3, reduces the cooldown of Omni Blast by 5 seconds and increases the damage by 20%. Has a chance to decrease the enemy's light resistance for 5 seconds when dealing damage. Now, if you team her up with like a Ryoto, a Cupid to further reduce light resistance, this could be really huge, because she's not only going to be doing more damage, she's going to be stripping resists off so that your other light heroes can do more damage as well. So that's going to be really big. And you've got, you know, the typical sets. You've got the crown, you've got the suit with 2 pairs of shoes. 2 pairs of shoes here. Well, these are pants, I guess, because those are, I guess, leggings, thigh highs. Although they literally just look like a pair of boots. Well, I mean, they look like a pair of thigh highs, but I guess you just slip these gravity boots on over top of those thigh highs. So there you have that. It's gonna typically, I would wager that it's probably gonna be much like the last event that we had, where you're gonna have a side story that's gonna unlock after a certain amount of days, and you're gonna have rifts that are going to drop your gear, drop pieces, drop a lot of other stuff, drop your currency, and you're probably gonna have a couple of characters, Yuki, Pandora, Z, obviously, that are going to increase those drops as well. So definitely, if you haven't yet, maybe level up your Yuki so that you can use her in the raids just to get extra pieces, extra loot, stuff like that. So would be a good idea for sure. The nice thing is in the previous patch as well, they made it so that your rifts that you do for events work towards your daily rifts. Where was it? I've already finished it, obviously, but you have your daily cosmic rifts, and this works towards that. So you don't have to pick and choose one or the other, because the thing is if you don't have the activity, you don't get the union activity, or you know, stuff like that for your union. So that should have changed so that your yeah, there we go, cosmic rift, so that your event rifts will work in this as well. But I am really looking forward to pulling for her. We only have 21 hours, so she will be here tomorrow on reset, and I am pretty hype about that. I will be streaming my rolls for her. I don't know how many rolls I'm gonna do, but we'll see. So let me know if you're playing this, if you're pretty hype about this. It is really interesting to see a collab so early in a game's life cycle. Usually you don't get these until a little bit later. Law of Creation's not really one that I typically, you know, I thought that they would be doing, but you know, I have played in that game in the past, and yeah, Pandora Z is pretty cool waifu material in my opinion. But let me know if you guys are playing and what you think about this, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy, homies. Peace.